Om Shanti. I was just thinking today that our capacity to feel feelings has become so less, and these days we just feel emotions. Yes? What is the difference between feelings and emotions? So, Baba says every soul has the natural capacity to feel peace, love, happiness, bliss, power, or even the feeling of purity. But these days, I don't know whether we know how to feel happy or peaceful or loveful or powerful. We only feel emotions, pleasure, yes, maybe emotions are mostly negative. But other than that, the positive ones are pleasure or comfort. We can feel these things. We feel anger, we feel appreciation. Somebody appreciates us, we know how to feel that. Somebody admires us, we know how to feel that. We know how to experience sensual pleasure. We know how to experience other things like anger and resentment and sorrow. But I don't know whether we can feel, we have the capacity to feel love, peace, joy. Because, even love, can you feel it if somebody doesn't say anything? Somebody doesn't show it even through actions. Can you feel the love? Yes, because it's all about, what they do for you, what they say. If somebody doesn't say, I love you, you say, I grew very unconfident that you love me. So and if somebody doesn't love you, but they keep saying, I love you, then it means a lot. Then you feel that they really love you because they are saying so. So you know how to feel the pleasure of hearing I love you, but you don't really know how to feel the love. So it's very interesting that when the soul takes birth after birth after birth, the capacity of the soul is so reduced. And when we sit in yoga with Baba and we try to feel the peace, the love, the joy that is coming from the ocean of happiness, ocean of peace, ocean of love, that's that becomes a task because we don't know how to feel these feelings. And there was this one Kanya, and she used to always tell me, how can you make me feel that you love me without hugging me? Didi, you have to give me a hug. So I said, no, we don't hug, we give drishti. So she said, but how do I know in that drishti I don't feel it? So you see that we don't know how to feel the love from a drishti. We know how to feel the love when somebody hugs you or kisses you. So this is something that I was just today thinking, that our capacity has reduced so much. And this is why you see it's all about the expression, whether true or false. So you can only feel the expression and the, when something is expressed very well or very articulately or, very, what do you say, with a lot of skill into it, when somebody expresses it, then so everything has become a business. So you have to be good at it. So when you so even making somebody feel peaceful is a very artificial affair these days. Yes, because the soul is not capable of experiencing genuine peace. So you create an artificial atmosphere of peace where they are illusioned into thinking that you're feeling peace. So, but you see, if it is peace, then it should make you peaceful, but it doesn't. So, I remember there was this one place here very close by, and they used to conduct these so-called, moonlight meditations. And I don't know whether they qualify as meditations also, but they called it moonlight meditation. And in that, what they did is they used to have a very decorated rooftop, and on that everybody will wear very loose white clothes, and then there'll be candles all around and fragrance all around, and then there'll be dancing and I don't know what else, but then people would say it was a very peaceful environment and this and that. And once I asked somebody that why did you stop going there. So they said that there was a power cut, and the stairs, they had not covered it with the inverter light. So it was all dark and I fell down. So I said, okay, so then I stopped going. So I said, so then did you lose your peace when you fell down? So he said, I shouted at them for half an hour. So I said, but how can you how can you meditate for 2 hours and then shout at somebody for half an hour? That it is not adding up. So you see that this is the what do you say, this is the irony of this time, that you have to create an artificial atmosphere of love for somebody to experience love. You have to create an artificial atmosphere of happiness where they are told you have got this, or you buy them gifts, or you do something else. But Baba says that is not love or peace or happiness, because that is a very induced sensation that you are getting. It's a sensation. It's not genuinely the feeling of love and peace and happiness that you are really capable of, or even purity. These days people take these baths, these I don't know what, aroma bath and fire bath, and there are these Ayurvedic disciplines also, where you are taking an oil bath or this bath, that bath, and then they say it is purifying you from within, and then you feel better for some time, because it's all about tingling your senses and luring you into believing that you felt pure or you felt peaceful. But that is not a genuine feeling. That's just a cursory emotion that's ignited through many methods. But then emotions are very fleeting, they die down. And Baba makes us get in touch with our real self. And Baba says that you don't have to create any atmosphere. You just have to go inwards and know that you are a pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful point of light. And with that knowing, you delve into yourself, and that knowing will slowly, gradually, when you give it time, that knowing will change into a realization. So, with that effort that you make every day to go within and try to just, play with that knowledge that I am this. When you begin in the beginning meditating, then, or you start practicing soul consciousness, then the method is that you start thinking that I am a peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful soul. But then when you do it for sustained period of time, you come to the realization that yes, I am this, and you can experience this because that is you. And with the power of attention, you unlock who you really are. It's not a fleeting, it's not like a fleeting experience you're given, induced by senses. So, this is something that we need to understand between emotions and the real stage. And you see, emotions can be created artificially. You see, yes. So, happiness. So, I will tell you, when we conduct programs and there is singing and dancing, and we also do that sometimes, yes. So, in the center also we will have some cultural program or something of that kind, nice poetry, nice dancing, and everybody feels very happy. But that is not happiness, that is just sensual pleasure. And then you see, Baba, when we listen to Baba's Murli, and Baba's Murli awakens us about the happiness that we could feel in the soul in the new world, Satyogi, golden aged world. And when we think about it, we are able to unlock that happiness from within. So that is why Baba says that you have to remember me and you have to rotate the Swadershan Chakra if you want to really come back to your original state of love, peace, happiness. It is not something that is temporary, it is permanent. It is like those qualities which are merged in you, they emerge forever. And Baba today says that the whole world seeks peace and happiness. Yes, but when somebody comes and tells you that I want happiness and peace, you have to ask them a very important question. Happiness and peace for what duration? Because you see, if it is temporary, then they don't need to do any hard work. Yes, happiness and peace people experience by shopping, by holidaying, or even people who abuse substances, they say we experience happiness and peace. And there was one Mata, and she was telling me that her brother, he goes into the toli of sannyasis and he has company with them, and they smoke something and he also smokes it. And then he comes and says that this is booty from so this is the booty that I've been given there, and this is the doorway to happiness, and this happiness is genuine, and everything else that we are doing in the world is false, and I must leave all of you, and this is genuine happiness, and this is where we need to go. And these are the things he keeps telling her. So you see, even and I will tell you that now maybe you're laughing, but it's very difficult to make such a person understand, because you cannot deny what they are feeling, right? So they are feeling happy but the thing is, they don't understand that this is not genuine, this is very artificial and temporary. So Baba says everybody wants peace and happiness, but and people are devising so many methods for peace and happiness, and these days people don't even have the attention span to watch a whole video on YouTube, and what they do is they just scroll over reels, and they say that's instant happiness. Yes, so that these are the methods that people are devising to feel happy, peaceful. But Baba is not talking about this kind of a peace or happiness. And Baba says that when somebody understands the difference between sensual pleasure and genuine peace and happiness, then you must tell them that genuine peace and happiness doesn't come without purity. Yes, everlasting peace and happiness, permanent peace and happiness, it doesn't come without purity. And so purity is the mother of peace and happiness. Pavitrata sukh shanti ki janani hai. But even before purity, there is knowledge, because you can't have purity without the knowledge of who you are, who Baba is. Because you see, consciousness is the key to unlocking the quality and the virtue and power within. So, if you are in false consciousness, then true virtues and powers of the soul cannot be awakened. So, consciousness is the key with which powers and virtues are unlocked. So, without having the knowledge of soul consciousness, you cannot arrive at purity. So, this is why you see, I remember there was this one sister, she visited some time back, and she asked me a very good question. She said, people say that good happens to good people, but do you really believe it? So I said, that's a very difficult question to answer. So she said, why do you feel this is very difficult? I said, because you see, it depends on your idea of what is good and bad. And it also depends on your idea of a good person and bad person. And then you have to pit it against the truth about what is good and what is bad. And then you have to check whether your ideas. And by that time, she was so confused. She told me, I did not know it's such a difficult question. I thought I will go and ask at the center whether good things happen to good people, and you will give me a straight answer like yes or no. I said, no, it's not a straight question. It's a very, very complicated question. Because you see that when you think you are a body, then your ideas of what is good and bad is very different from when you think you are a soul. Because when you think you are a body, then good means sensual gratification and or the gratification of desires or your old sanskars. But when you are a soul, good means that you are becoming peaceful, loveful, powerful and pure through Baba's light and might. Yes, so you have a relationship with Baba, and Baba is filling you with the virtues and powers. So that is your idea of good when you are soul conscious. So good things happen to good people, yes, because when you are disciplined, when you are obedient, then only you can feel the gifts that Baba is giving you. So all the good things will happen to you. But if you're body conscious and your whole idea is that good means situations are my way, people are my way, I feel good, I hear good, I saw all people, everybody is praising me, appreciating me, that is not, that is something that is that is impossible to achieve in this world. So Baba tells us that it is very important to have knowledge, because without knowledge, without knowing the truth, even your idea of purity or peace or love is so distorted that nobody can feed it or fulfill it. So Baba tells us that first thing is, and Baba tells us that for the whole world, whether it is the old world or whether it is Baba's children who know Baba or whether it is children who don't know Baba, all are Baba's children. And Baba says, I do this seva for every child of mine. What seva? I make them, I give them peace and happiness by making them pure. Yes, so Baba is doing it for everybody. How much anybody is taking is their problem. Yes, so you see there are television programs, there are so many centers, the whole internet is full of Baba's knowledge these days. Why? Because Baba is giving it to everybody. Whether somebody is taking it or not taking it, that is up to them, that's their choice. But Baba gives everybody this gift of purity and consequential peace and happiness by giving them the knowledge to realize that they are actually pure souls. Yes, and they're children of Baba. And have you seen that when we understand the qualities of the soul, there is a pattern: knowledge, purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, and power. So, first comes knowledge. Without knowledge, there cannot be purity, because what you believe decides how you behave and experience life. So, if your belief system doesn't change, then your experience of life cannot change, or the qualities that are the foundation of your behavior cannot change. So, the first thing that Baba tells us is you are a soul and you are in your originality, you are pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful. This is the first piece of knowledge that Baba gives us, and Baba tells us lust, ego, anger, attachment, greed are not your quality, they are your habits that you developed from the copper age. Yes, and whatever you think is your nature is not your nature, it's your second nature. Second nature is a habit, and you can shed that. And you know, in the Gita, there is this word used when there is extreme irreligion, adharma. Yes, dharm ki glani and adharm ka bolbala. So there is this thing about adharma. So what is adharma? So the opposite of adharma is swadharma. So when the soul is in swadharma, that means when the soul remembers what is the quality of the soul, then you are in Satyug. And when you forget what's your quality and you take on the quality of Ravan to be your quality, then that is the yuga of adharma, because you are away from your swadharma. And when you are in that adharma, then what happens is there is chaos and peacelessness and all the problems outside, because the soul has forgotten its original quality and taken up the qualities of Ravan to be its original quality. Yes, and you see that if you look around in the world, what is the wisdom that everybody gives you? Everybody tells you that lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed are your nature. Yes, you cannot separate yourself from your nature. Everybody is telling you this false thing. But Baba comes and tells you that no, you are designed to be loveful, peaceful, pure. There is no trace of lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed inside you. This is something that is acquired. And there is absolutely no need for lust, anger, ego, attachment, greed. And first time in your whole journey of 5,000 years, you hear this. And when you hear this, first time you think about it. And first time you experiment with it. And I remember when I came into Gyan, so I told somebody that, when somebody says something wrong, I get angry. So they said, don't get angry, your nature is peace. and if you don't want, don't get angry. So I said, it's not as simple as that. So they said, just remind yourself you're a peaceful soul and you will not get angry. I said, it doesn't work like that. So they said, you just try. Have you ever tried telling yourself that I am a peaceful soul, so it's okay, I can stay peaceful come what may? So I said, okay, let me try. So next time when somebody said something, I was not hearing that. I was telling myself, I'm peaceful, I can stay peaceful. And I could stay peaceful. And it was a eureka moment. I felt like this is something so amazing that just by knowing that you can stay peaceful in the face of anger, you can stay peaceful. But nobody told you that. Everybody told you that one person is shouting, you have to shout. One person is angry, you have to be angry. Or, in the world of lust, you cannot be pure. But now you know that this is my basic quality. Nobody can take it away from me. It is always there in me. It is my eternal quality and capacity. So I have the capacity to stay, pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful. And when you tell yourself that your quality is purity, then nobody has the capacity to, convince you that you cannot stay without, lust. So Baba tells us that this is our original quality. And you see, in the world, when somebody chooses a life of purity and celibacy, people will tell them you will fall ill and many things will happen and this and that. But the thing is, nothing happens. So these are all the things that are told to you in so many ways that you think that this is how it works. But Baba tells us that this is your quality and you are actually a pure, peaceful, loveful, blissful, powerful soul. And Baba says, I am the ever-flowing ocean of these qualities. And if you just sit in silence and feel these. So I understand that, you see, in the beginning when we remember Baba, our capacity to feel a quality without a physical, implication of it is very difficult. But slowly, gradually, we learn how to feel it. Now when you sit in yoga, can you feel the shower of peace and love that Baba is showering at you? Earlier you feel, what do I have to do? Do I have to wait? Will I feel something? Will Baba make me feel something? Will I feel some arm wrapped around me? Or will I feel some warmth? Or what will I feel? But now when we start experimenting with Baba's Gyan and we start having yoga with Baba, we start feeling the feelings of love, peace, purity that Baba is sending our way, and we start absorbing it. And when you start absorbing it, then you also start becoming like Baba. And Baba says, Baba can restore you to purity if you sit with Baba and connect your mind with Baba and soak in that purity from the ocean of purity. And you see, purity is the most difficult to soak in. Because you see, even when we meditate with Baba, it is my personal experience that connecting with the ocean of peace or ocean of love is easier. But it takes a long, long time to connect with the ocean of purity. Because purity is something that you don't know how it feels. And then you see, it takes a lot of time to really feel the purity that Baba is giving you and changing you into a pure soul. Just like you see, when you take the waves of love from Baba, you are becoming loveful. This is an experience you can, in the beginning also you can try it out. But Baba is sending waves of purity and you're changing into a pure soul. This is an experience that takes some time because it needs some cleansing to happen before you can experience this. So Baba says that this is how you keep, so A is you realize who you are, and then you take it from Baba, and then you see the third stage is love. So knowledge, purity, so peace. So when you soak in peace and purity from Baba, and when you know that you are a peaceful soul and Baba is your ocean of peace, then you stop choosing to lose your peace in every situation. Yes, well, how do you experience peace? But by just knowing that peace is your swadharma and you can stay in peace come what may. And peace is not something you want, peace is something you arrive at by not losing it at the drop of a hat. So you just know that I can stay peaceful despite everything. I remember there was some issue that had happened, and a lot of thinking had to be done about it, how to cross it and this and that. And then after the whole thing, you see, there were some brothers and sisters also sitting, and then we were thinking it out. And then when everybody was leaving, one sister told me, Didi, don't lose your sleep over it and just sleep peacefully. It's okay, it'll get solved. And she had deep love, so she said that. And then I told her, I'm already sleepy. I'm just going to go to sleep after this. So she said, does it not concern you? So I said, concern is a different matter. Concern is something that we have to deal with outside. But that concern doesn't take away our peace, because peace is our original religion. So every time you want to go within, you can just be peaceful. And whatever is outside, you can just go out and take care of it and again come back to being peaceful. So peace is how you arrive at the third thing: knowledge, then purity, then peace, then love. So Baba says that when you are knowledgeful and you have cleansed yourself of body consciousness, yes, so purity is when you clean yourself of body consciousness. When you start thinking about yourself as a soul is pure. And the more you think about yourself as a soul, this practice dissolves all the body consciousness. And when you're not body conscious, then you have genuine love for everybody in your heart. Because what blocks love is body consciousness. Yes, so this one is this caste, this religion, this gender, yes, or this one did this or did that. That is what causes blocking of love, right? Otherwise, the soul is loveful. When you see somebody, you smile, but the moment you know more about them, you stop smiling at them. So this is the thing. So people say familiarity breeds contempt. That is why Baba says keep it formal. Keep it formal in the sense, just know that you are a soul, they are a soul. Don't know too much about the other aspects of the soul. Don't hold it in your buddhi. If you hold too much in your buddhi about their body and their context and other stuff, then it will breed contempt. But if you just have a very formal relationship, which Baba said anasakt pyar yesterday. So very formal relationship that I am a soul, this is a soul, we are both children of God and we are brothers to each other. If you just keep this much of information in your heart, then you will have genuine love for every soul. And don't remember other aspects of the soul. And then Baba says, when you don't block your love, when you choose peace, when you are pure and you don't perform body conscious acts of thought, word and speech, then all of that is good karma. and good karma makes you happy. Yes, so then you arrive at happiness. So this is the method, and Baba tells us, I teach you how to arrive at peace and happiness, and this is the way Baba teaches us how to arrive at peace and happiness. Okay, Om Shanti.